Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So I got another exciting video for you today. Today we're going to be looking at a couple more of these Mego action figures. And the ones we're looking at today are a couple of the Batman villains, including the Riddler and Ra's al Ghul. And I'm very excited to have these in my collection. There is some differences between these two releases. As you can see, this Ra's al Ghul figure, I believe, has the newer articulated body with 26 points of articulation, whereas this one is the older 2018 style body with only 14 points of articulation. So there is some differences in terms of the overall construction of these particular action figures. And I will be getting the Ra's al Ghul figure out of the package a little bit later in the video because I do want to take a look at some of the features of it. And the only way I can really do that is to get it out of the package. Whereas with the Riddler, I'm pretty sure I can just leave this in the package for now. Mainly because all the details are pretty apparent. There aren't any accessories that come with this, and you can pretty much just see the outfit. You can see it comes with a belt, has the purple hands, and the head sculpt looks really cool too. Outfit is pretty straightforward, just has, green with these sort of question marks on it. So you can pretty much see everything that's going on in this package. So I don't think it's necessary to actually get this out of the package. The articulation on this figure, I've gone over many times on my channel. I'll put a link in the description to my articulation comparison between the 2018 style body and the newer style body. So if you want to see what the articulation is like on this, you can take a look at that. In terms of the packaging, this is when they were doing sort of these more simple style packages for the DC characters. So kind of minimalistic. In terms of the back of the package, you can see there's an illustration of the character here. There's the write-up here on Marty Abrams, and that's pretty much it. There's no credit given to the contributors or anything like that. Again, these first few releases from the DC characters were kind of minimalistic, and later on, they did a lot more with the packaging. And you'll notice that when we get into taking a look at the package for Ra's al Ghul, which we'll do right now. You can see in terms of the packaging style, they did an illustration of the character here on the front. And just in terms of the overall presentation, I think it's much cooler than some of the earlier releases. Like I mentioned, his cape actually covers up a lot of the details of this figure, so you can't really tell what's going on. So we will get it open so we can take a look at what is exactly going on with this particular figure. On the back of the package, they repeated this illustration and sort of expanded it out so it fills the entire space. And I think that looks really fantastic. So very excited that they made that change and they're actually doing something more sophisticated with the packaging on these. Again, the write-up is here on Marty Abrams, and in this case, they do include the special thanks to the various contributors. So that's really nice. I think that's often overlooked on certain packaging, that there's a lot of people's efforts that actually go into creating these things. So I like the fact that Mego actually includes that information. So figure looks great. Head sculpt looks really interesting. But again, I think it's going to look a lot more interesting if we get this out of the package and we can take a look at the details up close. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so we got Ra's al Ghul out of the package now. And overall, I'm pretty happy with this. I think they did a really good job in terms of the head sculpt. I think it looks really fantastic. You can see some nice detail in terms of the hair and the beard and so forth. So yeah, they did some nice detailing on that. So that looks very cool. And this is the newer style body, and you can kind of tell that by the design of the hands. So this hand design is much more modern. It's a little bit smaller than the original 2018 style of hand. And one of the included features with the newer style body is you get a pivot point from side to side here at the elbow joint. So that's very cool. Again, I've gone over the articulation on this figure in more detail in the video I mentioned before, so link in the description. And one thing that should be mentioned about this particular figure is this has the molded on Star Trek boots, so which means there is no ankle articulation here at all. So that's a little bit of a downside in terms of the articulation, but it does get the side-to-side movement at the knee joint, so including the bend. So again, improved over the 2018 style body in terms of the knee articulation. And overall, I think the details on the outfit look cool. Pretty much a green shirt, black pants, and the detail on this cape looks very cool. There's this yellow highlight on it. I like the sort of sheen on the material they used. and there's this little tie that pulls it all together. So yeah, I think it's looking very cool. Very excited to have a version of Ra's al Ghul in my collection. I didn't previously have any version of this character among my Batman villains, so it's awesome to actually have him as part of the entourage to take on Batman. So again, very excited to have this, and overall I think Migo did a pretty good job with this. That's all I have for you today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more reviews of Migo action figures in the future, think about subscribing to my channel because I will be covering more of this kind of stuff in future videos. Until next time, I hope you're having a great day, and thanks for watching.